Okay, thanks for having me, I suppose. This is the Lilydale Heights College Sports Pavilion Sustainability Hub and Town Square project, which really rolls off the tongue. I'm going to be predominantly speaking about this Sports Pavilion, which you can see on the screen now, because it's the big steel shed. I'll take a step back and bring you in with a bit of context, though, and then we'll come back to this building. So Lilydale Heights is an old TAFE site and now a government high school. And this project was part of an education plan that tied several schools together. This particular one was looking at some additional space the school needed in the form of a sports pavilion. They also wanted a new sustainability building, and we thought that the school needed a new heart really as well. You can see the layout with the old TAFE Institute is very institutional, quite pleasing from an aerial perspective, but that was about it. So this is a before shot here. This is the sustainability hub. This is where the town square will go, and down here is where the big steel shed, the sports pavilion, will go. I just point out this group of sheds here. These were the bus sheds, so we incorporated this into the new building. So this is an after aerial shot. You can see the new town square. We named it, which is stuck. Everybody uses that and loves that term. That remains, that is the new heart of the school. This is the existing library. And this building here, which was a boiler house, is now the sustainability hub. We'll get into some shots of that. But this is the big shed, the big steel shed here, the new sports pavilion. You can see that this site is a school in a suburban Lilydale area. And so one of the things we were trying to do, apart from bring this new heart to the school, was actually provide a bit of street presence and a bit of something for the community to engage with, given that this particular building was also going to be used by the community. So this is it here. It's, close to the shot you saw in the first image. You can see here that we have, it's fundamentally a series of big steel portals. This is actually the long dimension of the project, and ordinarily, of course, you would run the steel the short way for efficiency. But what we were trying to do as well was to provide this big colonnade, a big sort of public-facing space that also provided the amenity of the bus shelters, which the school had before, without sticking a bus shelter on the site. And so using the long dimension to run the steel portals down gave us that ability. And so this is the project in construction, obviously. And this is really the sort of fundamental basis of the project. Lots of big steel pieces, which was fantastic to actually be on site and watch how they erect this kind of stuff. This is the plan here. So this is the colonnade and the public-facing existing driveway. So we needed to work within some quite tricky levels here and provide a new accessible path as well from the front door up towards the school. So that was a little bit of a feat in itself. You can see the portals here and here. They span the entire length, of course. And then we have a box inside which houses all the amenity, a kiosk here, toilets and showers, and then a storage room. We've got, you can see the doors here. I'll just go back to that other image here. You can see the openings within this shed are pretty limited from the VSBA's perspective, some pretty tight regulations on what you can and can't do in a sports pavilion. So our doors became excessively large with glass above them to allow as much light in as we could. This is an image of the portal here and the big colonnade, which is actually a beautiful space to be in. We put some some concrete benching in here, which we're pleased to see is used not just for students waiting for the bus, but it's got some great skateboarding signs on it too. No damage, everybody's happy. So, and then there's a bit of planting down through here, Indigenous planting to the local area, which our landscape architect scored designs implemented. And here you can see this is an example of one of the openings, one of the doors, which happens to have a large window above it. And we have COLORBOND steel cladding with fibreglass on the top half, and that allowed us to get plenty of light in. Quite often when they're using the Sports Pavilion, the school doesn't use lights with it. So given we had those tight restrictions on openings, we're really pleased with that. And the light is quite beautiful in there, with a scalloped facade there to sort of highlight that colonnade. Internally, we revealed the steel as well. This is painted monument. And we have an alternating coloured ply cladding around the inside to a 3-metre datum there. So going back to the sustainability hub, this was an existing boiler house and amenities building, which we opened up and is now the new sustainability hub for the school. This was clearly an existing chimney, but we determined that it would be, given it was a sustainability project, that the best way to deal with this was to actually make it an adaptive reuse project. And the structure of the building, sorry, my wheel's a little bit freeform here. The structure of the building allowed us to actually open this up so that to use this space as effectively a donut with openable walls. And you can see the steel structural through here. There's a little bit more steel we put in. We painted all the existing and the new steel black to reveal all that. And part of that was a way of engaging students in construction of buildings, how buildings are put together. Thank you. And you can see the portals here, some of the sliding door work. This was a sort of a landing spot for the building where students and teaching staff could engage in all sorts of things before then funneling out and around the other rooms. This building is also used by the community, and they have bookings in there currently for all sorts of things. And this is the town square here, which the students love and interact with really well. Thank you.